G'day and welcome to the Southeast Asian Regional Qualifiers for TI11. We're in the lower bracket elimination match. It's in fact lower bracket round 3 between Execration and Neon. So both of these teams started these qualifiers in the upper bracket, both dropped down and then won their immediate drop down into the lower bracket. And pretty Execration very convincingly against Summit Gaming. I mean, it was a 2-0 stomp, but stomp in the best sense of the word as well. It really was. Neon had a little bit more trouble against Atlantis. I mean, they were down a game and almost lost. So coming into this series, I would say that Execration certainly looks like they have better form than NeonEsports. And I'd think that Execration are the favorites in this series. So initial bans, Earthshaker and Enigma from Execration. Neon take out the Primal Beast and the Batrider. Yeah, I really think this Primal Beast first phase ban is just more and more value. If not first phase, at least second phase, because this hero is just too strong. I think if you're playing against a team that you know is going to pick it or may draft it in their lineup, if you leave it available, then the first phase ban is certainly justified. So Undying for Execration, looking for the strong team fight around the Tombstone. The support Undying in SEA seems to be a lot better than the support Undying in Eastern Europe. So certainly performing differently in different areas of the world just based on slightly different picks here and there and different play styles. So we'll have to see if this one is the core Undying, which I do adore, the old core Undying. Or will it be the more likely just the POS 5 Undying? Clockwork and Death Prophet from Neon, looking for the disruption in the team fight with the Clockwork, but also just importantly the catch through BKB is certainly not something to be underestimated. Having that BKB piercing stun, you know, that really does help lock down heroes that just want to BKB TP away. You really can't do that with the Clockwork in the game. And also heroes that rely a lot on getting a lot of value out of a BKB. You know, if you're a PA that just, or a troll or someone like that really needs to get a lot done in that BKB timing, and you get locked down for 2 seconds of it through BKB, yeah, that really hurts. And if you're stuck inside cogs as well, you know. Death Prophet picked on Neon, looking to push early, control the map, but sustain and take slightly longer fights than Execration. Marcy, though, has been grabbed, and that is the classic counter we're seeing to Death Prophet. Death Prophet just cannot heal through the damage that a Marcy can output, particularly if it's a core Marcy. Yeah, if we're seeing this as a 3 Marcy, or, you know, if we're watching T1 and it's an Ana Marcy, then, you know, the DP just cannot sustain through the Unleash. Regardless of if he gets the Spirit Siphons off or not, they will just die. So, it'll be interesting to see where they play this Marcy on Execration. Second phase bans Void, Beastmaster, and Chen. And on the side of Neon, take out Razor, Viper, and Puck. When you ban that Viper, it might just be that you don't want to play against a Viper. It's a very strong lane dominator. It also might mean that you are thinking of a particular carry that has strong passives. You know, the ones that come to mind, the Spectre, the Bristle.
10 seconds remaining.
Timber looks unlikely since you already have a Clock and a Death Prophet, although it could be picked. Might be run mid, who knows? Have to wait and see. Execration for their third pick. Go for the Visage. Okay, so this really does show the hand of Execration in this draft. They want to go hard and fast. Visage is a very strong timing hero. You want to get those core items online, the Wraith Pact, or even just the Vlads, and you really just want to fight hard and fast around that, using the birds, using your strong team fight, you know, your Undying Tombstone, and just take towers relentlessly and threaten high ground sooner rather than later. And that's what the plan is with a Visage. You don't really pick a Visage thinking we're going to take this late. It's very similar to a Luna. In fact, you know, Visage and Luna in the same draft is sometimes likely. You've got Marcy and Undying for frontline. Luna wouldn't go astray here as a core for Execration. If you want to go for that timing, they take the Quap. So Quap's strong around that sort of 30-minute timing as well. Lots of burst damage, really hitting quite a peak with that level 3 in the Sonic Wave. I think Luna would fit well in the draft. Bristle, and as I said, they banned out the Viper and the Puck and the Razor. All 3 good cores, all against the Bristleback. So Neon will be looking for a timing of their own with that Aghanim Scepter on the Bristleback. Now we've seen this go both ways. The Bristleback that gets the Ags and just dominates the game from there and continues to scale. We've also seen the Bristleback that gets the Ags and takes a fight and dies, and then just proceeds to lose the game, 20 minutes later, because they just don't continue to scale with the items. The Ags in itself is really strong, and it's a strong timing. But if you don't keep getting the items after that, the Bristleback can just die. Particularly if there's a break on the opposing side. And with the Bristle, Luna, I think, becomes even more and more viable here. Bloodseeker is banned out. That may indicate a Pangolier pick. All that Timber I was talking about. So I think Execration would do well to maybe ban out one of those 2, particularly if they don't want to play against it.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, there are specific reasons why you ban Bloodseeker in a draft. Dipping into their reserve time on Execration. They're really considering, do they want to ban the Pango? Is that a ban they're willing to use? No, they just decided to get rid of the Lina. Don't want to take the risk that the Quap could be laying against a Lina, which would really, really upset the early game of the Quap. Now, if they want to pick Pango, they can go ahead and pick it. They can go ahead and pick Timber. That would be their choice. But Execration will just take the safe ban and make sure that they're not getting baited into a particular ban. Because there are mind games in these drafts, and if you ban Bloodseeker, it almost tries to bait out like a Pango ban or something along those lines. Terrorblade, the last one, Terrorblade has good timing as well around Visage with the meta, and an Iascardi timing. I think Luna's the one that's standing out to me for Execration. They want to go for this 30-minute timing, 30 to 35-minute timing, and really go all in with the Visage and the Undying before they start to fall off. Then Luna is the pick here. Necrophos. Okay. So is this a safe lane Visage? Off lane Necro? Maybe? Don't get me wrong. I'd love to see a... Love to see a safe lane Necro, but I think it's more likely to be the safe lane Visage and the off lane Necro. Try and get the Necro to dominate the safe lane against this Bristleback, and let Visage have a slightly easier lane in the safe lane. I think we'll see Palos picking up the Visage. Will the return of the Pos 4 Quap? It's possible. Marcy could be core. Maybe Marcy's core in this and Quap is support. I doubt it. I think Execration want to have a nice simple draft here against Neon. I think they probably rate themselves as the better players. I certainly do, from what I've seen so far in the qualifiers. And I think they just want a nice, simple, executable draft. That's not overcomplicated. You start to overcomplicate things and you can just throw a game without even realizing it. NeonEsports have got a last pick here, and this DP, is it mid? Is it offlane? We're likely that this is a Clockwork support. Darkseer. And as we draw ever closer to TI, we will see more and more Darkseers. This hero just is a bit of a clutch pick for teams when those big games come up. So for the side of Execration, Palos will have the safe lane Necro. It will be the offlane Visage, mid Bob on the Queen of Pain. Now Bob has been really, really impressive in the mid role. Super, super good laner. Shanks on the 4 Marcy and Vincenzo on Undying. Just on the point of Bob outlaned Thompson twice when they're against T1. I mean, Execration lost, but Bob laned really, really well. So he's a really, really competent mid laner, and I think we'll give Avatar Mod a run for his money. So for the side of Neon and Rue on the offlane Darkseer, Fortune Soul on the 1 Bristleback, see him play hard on the supports, Snapfire and Clockwork, and Avatar Mod will take the mid Death Prophet. And this is a tough one because there's no clear counter for the Bristleback. You don't have a break, and none of these heroes really build Silver Edge. So it's hard. I think NeonEsports has the slightly better draft. Execration are all about a timing. The Undying Visage timing with Necro being quite strong as well. It is very, very timing based. Neon have a little bit more room for, you know, going late game, whereas Execration really want to get the job done, you know, before 35 minutes, or at least serious damage done. You know, racks taken, maybe one or two, even two racks taken by that 35 minute mark. Yes, Darte Garland. We got back. We got into the next game, so I'm glad I hung around.
I love Dota so much. Tell me someone saw that.
First triple kill.
Prepare for battle.
Highest net worth. It's hard.
That was costly.
First blink dagger. No, none of these heroes really get blinks, is it? Maybe the Dark's here. 50 last hits. Bob. Righto. So there is a movement here from Playhard coming across to towards mid lane. We'll drop down a ward, but he will get immediately pinged out. So that one will be a free D ward, but in return they'll probably get de-warded as well since they know that it was there. Do they have a sentry? Yeah, there is a sentry on Shanks. He probably doesn't want to give away the fact that they have vision here at the moment. So it's sort of the reverse psychology here, not letting them know that they have the vision. The other ward was placed down by Execration up on the top side river from the mid lane. I believe Neon are just holding on to their secondary obs. They'll chuck it down there now. Unlikely that that one will get, although it was, I don't know, pinged? Maybe. Thinking about it. I think maybe one's there. They know, they might know exactly where the first two obs are for the side here on Execration. They're pinging it. Yeah, there it is. Nice. First one down. They know where the second one is as well. That's the secondary ping. Playhard's coming across. Wants to intercept Shanks on the way. He will just run around. In the mid lane, give me Bob for Execration playing the Queen of Pain. He's laying against Avatar Mod on the Death Prophet for Neon. In the safe lane, Palos on the one Necro being supported by Shanks, it looks like at the moment, on the Marcy. Although there could be some lane swaps. Playhard on the Clockwork is bottom at the moment. Sees around on the Snapfire as well. And Fortune Soul, yeah, swapping to the bottom lane on this Bristleback. For the side of Neon, Enru's heading top. He'll be laning against Tino on the 3 Visage and Vincenzo on the Undying. So, at the moment, Execration just happily sort of getting those first couple of creeps in those lanes, not being too bothered. They did get that secondary obs down as well, so all of the initial vision for Neon are gone. They're both obs taking out, and a little bit of extra gold just heading over the side of Execration straight off the bat. Palos will have the level in Death Pulse, jumping in with the rebound. They do rate themselves having a fair bit of damage against this level 1 Bristleback. No level, obviously, in the Bristleback yet. Just the level 1 Cool Spray. Yeah, Shanks has another rebound in 5 top lane. First blood could be Playhard, but instead they get the kill over onto the Visage, and Vincenzo does turn around. One with decay, needs a hit. Heals up. He'll fight against Enru. The Visage, very, very weak early. That double Iron Shell getting the job done on this top lane. So Tino going down, and bottom lane, they do actually get the Snapfire with that rebound plus dispose back. Level in the Heartstopper now. There will be quite a lot of action on these lanes, I think, once a couple of levels kick off. You know, level 2, already it's action stations occurring. C, not quite having the cookie yet. But if Palos can get to a decent start against these two heroes that coming quite close within the range of the Heartstopper, then it's going to be pretty difficult for him to lane. In they go again. Dispose is ready. More heals. They cookie him out. Fortune Soul will make it away, but he's really struggling. Gets a shared tango. And in that bottom lane is just just taking damage. Palos, he'll just keep healing through the Heartstopper. Tino. And no points in the Gravekeeper's Cloak yet, actually. 2 in the Grave Chill. You want to have that Grave Chill maxed when you hit the birds. Or at least close enough to it. Level 3 when you get birds, so that the birds can attack and the attack speed a lot faster. It is tempting to get the Gravekeeper's Cloak, and sometimes that's actually going in. Rebound bottom, dispose back. This time they might get him Cookie again. They might commit. Palos, he has another Death Pulse that won't have quite enough range. In fact, he may have committed a little too deep. Some tower damage, and also C just pumping in the little shotgun hits on the way out. Top lane, Battery Assault. They don't have the cogs. Play hard, might just be a little carefully. There is a decay. Turn around with the level 1 vacuum, and they get the 2 kills. I mean, that's just not expected. You don't expect the Darkseer to grab the vacuum level 1 like this early in the lane. Normally it's the Surge, but this Darkseer, he doesn't care for running away. He cares for killing. And yeah, Vacuum, look at the cooldown, 60 seconds. I mean, Vacuum is the meme about Darkseer, how many times it's been nerfed. But it's still a very good spell at level 1, even with that huge cooldown. For a reasonably small amount of thing that it does. But it is a repositioning spell. And as we've been talking about repositioning spells, like Marses and Tinies, heroes that have the ability to reposition the enemy, Vacuum is one of those spells. And as I said, as we draw closer to TI, we're going to see more and more Darkseer. It is always occurs. There's the Surge in now. Level 3, no power cogs, but I think the level 2 in the Battery Assault might be enough. There's the Vacuum again, and he goes down this top lane of Ender and Play Hard. It's level 1 Vacuum. It's so strong. With this Clockwork just getting in on top. No point in the cogs. Just get the flare. A little bit extra damage. Bob in the mid lane, 27 and 12, opposed to 15 and 1. So as we did say, this Queen of Fame being played by Bob, very competent in lane. Bob, as I said, outlaned Thompson on 2 occasions, and I think he certainly has the number of Avatar mode. Dispose back, and that's just a dead Bristleback. Shanks on the bottom lane, just easily getting the kill there. So although the top lane of Neon is going quite well with this Darkseer and the Clockwork, the bottom lane not so much. So both teams having decent starts on the opposing lanes. Vincenzo level 3, no point yet in the Tombstone. I mean, against a Clockwork and a Darkseer, I thought Tombstone would be pretty value, you know, with the slow attack speed coming through from those strength heroes. But not leveling it yet. Bob holding on to the point in Sonic Wave, just wants to keep harassing Avatar mode. Vincenzo's around. There's a haste. Get grabbed. Yeah, Queen of Pain has it. Holding on to it for the time being. There's the dagger. Vincenzo might actually go down. Play hard, just playing between 1v2 at the moment, and he's going to get away. Shanks is in the area, giving a target for the jump if they need it. We'll just haste rune out of that. See, double, rebound, stun, Sonic Wave onto 2. One more tick of that dagger will get the job done. Shanks is now in trouble with Play Hard. Cookie comes through. See, no scatter blast. And they just turn around with the sidekick, lifesteal and bonus damage. Shanks just says, why am I running? I'm a Marcy. I'll just turn around and hit this Clockwork. Level 6 available now on Palos, so Reaper is ready to be used. And it's only level 4 on Fortune Soul. I mean, he's about to hit level 5 there now, but it's a sad situation for this Bristleback. Has got his Ring of Health, but that's about it. And Rue, close to level 6. Will he grab the Wool of Replica? It's been quite a, you know, normally the Darkseers don't get this Wool of Replica at level 6, preferring to max out the Surge and the Iron Shell, but who knows, maybe maybe this was an interesting build with the such a value on vacuum early on. He might just get the wall of replica at level 6 and try and make something happen with it. But the birds are now ready on Tino. So Visage is now a completely different hero in this top lane now. Has to be feared. Blockwork with the cogs, trapping in Vincenzo. And there's the wall. It is dropped down. I don't think Vincenzo is making it out of this. Tombstone on the deck. But even with the surge, those two birds will provide lockdown. Bottom lane. Shanks does make it away. Just trying to get some XP from these creeps, I believe. He did get a little bit. Arcane Rune. He's stolen from Shanks, so Avatar Mod won't be refilling his bottle with that Arcane. Would have loved to have an Arcane Exorcism, take down a tower, and then have it ready to go once again. If we switch over to net worth, we can see, yeah, the top 3 cores for Execration are there. Necros, Safeflame Palos is having the best of it right now. Level 7, almost maxed out Death Pulse. No points yet in the Ghost Shroud. It's always the tempting point. When do you get the Ghost Shroud point? You want to go for as long as possible. They're on Avatar Mod in the mid lane. It's 3v1. He's holding his ground, but all the Spirit Siphons have been used. Will be enough to walk himself away. As I said, it's always the greed. How long can you go without getting the point in the Ghost Shroud? You don't really want to get it. You'd rather max out the Death Pulse and the Heartstopper. Coming in, play hard Surge with the Battery Assault. Will have a Cogs. On top of Vincenzo. No Tombstone for another 14. Tries to heal himself, but the bonus movement speed won't be enough when you can't move outside the cogs. The rebound, not getting enough done. Not getting really anything there. Interesting that the rebound, he didn't get hog burnt. Shanks, they see him. Needs to be careful, dispose backwards. There's the vacuum, and just getting him enough in space backwards to get the ticks from the Battery Assault and the cookie to follow up. Avatar Mod has moved to the top lane. Interesting move from the Death Prophet. Level 7, still have that Exo. Tino's up here. Wants to maybe get a few more levels. Bottom lane. Could be a fight about to kick off. Alos has grabbed that point in the Ghost Shroud with maxing out the Death Pulse. So he's feeling very strong and survivable. Full Spirit Vessel with 2 charges. 20 wands. You gotta be careful against this Necro. Pops the Ghost Shroud. Throws those 20 wands down and can easily turn around a fight. Particularly if there's a Queen of Pain TPing in for backup. See, just body blocking at DD. Will grab it when Bob pump fakes the blink. Deny it. Deny the ward. Didn't get it in time. Vincenzo moving forward again. Blink forward. Actually, Bob, he commits hard. He might need to use the Sonic Wave. He does. No, he doesn't actually. Instead, back into the wall. Bob will let the Sonic Wave go now. But Enru's on top of him. Dagger down with the decay. Probably will be enough to survive. But in the middle of the fight, Palos pulls out the Reaper. And it's a 2 for 2. Exorcism is popped. Palos trying to run away. The Mortimus is coming through, but there's that huge heal coming out from the Ghost Shroud. But it's also amping up the damage from the Mortimus Kisses.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Bob, you're a little bit lacking mana here. Cookie comes through with the Scatter Blast. Has a blink away. I thought at the start of the fight there, Bob would have thrown out the Sonic Wave, and I think the fight would have gone a lot better, but he held it for so long that the wall came out with the vacuum, and the fight sort of turned against Execration there, and I think they had quite an advantage. Tombstone would have stayed up a little bit longer if he let that Sonic Wave go. He went to pump it and then cancelled, and yeah, I'm not quite sure the thinking on that one. Level 6 on Play Hard. They do have the initiation on Bob. They're going in. There's the surge. They want to let him blink and then catch him with the hook. There it is. Oh, but he sidesteps Bob. He knew the game right then. That was perfect. Oh, Bob and Play Hard having a little bit of fun there. Good to see it. Vincenzo, though, not having fun. He's level 4. He would like to get towards that level 6, get the Flesh Golem online. Drops a ward behind the mid tower. But it is scouted out by Neon's own ward. Not for long, though. Vincenzo, he senses it. Senses that obs. The peering eyes of that ward on top of him, and will take it down. In bottom river. Bob on C. Shanks going in with the rebound, and the unleash. It will be enough. Actually, they're behind the tower with the tombstone. They're on top of the Death Prophet. And Avatar mod goes down. Along with this tier 1 tower, we have the birds, the tombstone, the unleash. This tower doesn't stand a chance.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And this is the push that Execration can bring. You drop the tombstone, you have the birds,
Radiant's bottom tower
and a
is
lot of
under
damage
attack.
can come out, and the tower just dies so quickly. But here's the team of Enru and Playhard, who had such a good start to this game. Actually, not even an earn yet on Playhard. I thought he may have had that. He went instead for the Tranquils, has the infused raindrops. I thought he might have had that earn by now with such a good start on that top lane. Shanks, he's dead. He's greeting. Wants to get those last couple of last hits. No level 4 battery assault yet, which is when it really does amp up that damage significantly. Oh, Shanks just missing on the rebound. Avatar mod will run it off. Has the 4 charges of the Spirit Siphon ready to go and turn around if necessary. Look at the birds when they get the plus 75 damage. It's plus
Dire's
10 the
top
other
tower
one,
is
so
under attack.
get that sidekick on the bird. Level 4 now. Plus 75 damage. Or plus 65 damage. It's a very scary amount of damage when that bird is attacking so quickly. Particularly with the Grave Chill. In the jungle though, Vincenzo's been caught. 2 spells will miss. Is he going to drop down the tombstone on the high ground? No, he's just silenced up and the team is not coming to fight in time. Bob followed up the arcane rune though. Witchblade ready? Witchblade you say? Witchblade? Witchblade? Moving in again, Tino. Bob with the dagger onto Playhard. And Mo comes out bottom. Palos, he wants to use the Reaper again. Shanks is moving with him with the setup. Fortune Soul, he's not going to live through this one. There's the Spirit Vessel. Unleash. They get around in front of him. There will be a Reaper to come through as well. There it is. And Fortune Soul cannot live through that much damage. Meanwhile, top lane, Playhard is being gone on by the birds. And Rue has the surge away, but the tombstone's dropped down. There's no more surge now. Actually, secondary bird stun as well. Catches Playhard with Vincenzo going into the Flesh Golem form. They're getting all the kills on this top lane. And Bob cleaned up the Courier and C on the Snapfire in the mid during that, all of that as well. And really good sets of rotations and movements there from Execration. Just showing their class in this game one. Really understanding how far they can push this at the moment. Okay, Tetra, etc. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Tino has the completed Wraith Pack working into the drum, so really going for that full aura build. As I said, it's that 30-minute timing they're really trying to hit here with Undying and Visage at their peak. Around the back, they might know that Enru's up here. They drop down the obs. They'll see Darkseer wander his way back through, but it won't be quite soon enough to make the movement over with Shanks. That initiation with the rebound. Bob moving into the Kyron Sange, wanting to amp up the magic damage, but also just getting a little bit of status resistance, staying alive, getting that silence to last a little bit less. Really important to her survivability to be able to get the blink off. Little Yeti 7, welcome into the stream. Metric Centra sent me here. Oh, there you go. Welcome on in. We are currently casting the LowerBracket elimination match in the Southeast Asian qualifiers of TI11 qualifiers for Southeast Asia. I just said the same sentence twice. This is Neon versus Execration. Execration are looking quite strong in this game one. They have a 7k lead. Avatar bot on Death Prophet has the Yules working into that Kyron Sange as well. So the BKB doesn't appear to be the item of choice early for either team. And Rue has the Pipe of Insight going in for the Crimson Guard. Just wants that full aura build. Crimson really, really effective against the birds. the small damage instances that Crimson can pretty much just negate the entire physical damage that Birds can output while that is up for the, was it 10 seconds? Hook shot missing on bottom lane. Palos will survive.
That was costly.
Wait when that comes out. It's about 10-12 seconds I think that Crimson Guard lasts for, but that's more than long enough in the middle of a team fight to stop Tino from dealing out the damage. But into Roche Execration go. They'll drop down the Seeds of Serenity on the deck, scouted out by the Flare. Will Neon come over and try and contest it? Execration know they've been spotted, but Neon, they're not really moving in this direction. They will give it up, knowing that right now Execration have the timing. And Bob will grab Aegis the Immortal, 2 lives. Will respawn if killed. Vincenzo working towards the 4-staff. Want to have a little bit more mobility in the fights, but mainly just to save his cause, get Necro out. Necro is one of those heroes that really benefit from having some additional survivability on his teammates. Because if he gets chain stunned, he can't survive. However, if he gets the opportunity to get the Ghost Shroud off, pop the wands, throw out a Death Pulse, turn around with a Reaper, and get the full stacks on the Heartstopper, get that health regen popping off, he can just turn around and completely destroy a team. So if there's some 4-stars, maybe some Glimmer Capes, a Lotus Orb available on his team to just keep him alive that little bit longer, he can turn around and often just win the fight from that moment on. You can see he's actually picked up himself a 4-staff, knowing how important it is that he can just create a little bit of distance between him and his opponents. So Boots of Travel 4-staff, really knowing that mobility is important. And look at this, here's the bonus damage. Plus 79 now on the Birds, and look how quickly they attack this tier 2 tower. It's just dropping with the sidekick from Marcy on one of these Birds. It deals so much damage because the Bird's attack speed is so high with the Grave Chill pop. And Rue has been found. Shanks, he's scouting him out, finds him again, has a dispose if needed, and at the moment he'll just stand on top of him while the reinforcements come. Tombstone is dropped, and Rue, you will be dying to the Reaper, and that's 3 stacks now to Palos. Permanently increasing HP and regen. Or mana regen and HP regen. And once again, here's the sidekick on the Bird. It's so strong, and that tower, it almost lost half health. Fortune Soul has the Aghanim Scepter online, working towards the BKB. They might want to try and take a fight, but it's rough because right now, Execration are hitting a timing that I think you don't want to fight into, even with that Aghanim Scepter. Level 4 Tombstone, soon to be up. However, it is cooldown for 30 seconds. Smoke comes out. Bob will show in the mid lane. Tino has the Birds. Smoke will probably break on them first. They're looking for Fortune Soul. They find him. Shank gets in with the rebound stun. Immediately unleashed. There's a Dispose back in. Bob with the dagger. Throwing down. And Vincenzo with the amp. There's just no way he can live through the Sonic Wave. C trying to run as well. But it's an Arcane Rune. Stun comes out. And Rue. Oh, it's a 5-man disconnect. Oh dear. Who actually paused the game? Yay, Bob says. Disconnected. I think the admin probably paused it. Maybe that was just an admin pause. The team is reconnecting back in, but... And Rue, you could see, I sort of thought there may have been a disconnection. He was just standing still, sort of AFK on that mid lane before the disconnect came out. Any translators? Try. We're going to try and go. Okay. Going back. It would be respectful, I think, for... Yeah, and I think you'll see there that the side of Execration, I think, could have got an additional catch there. But I think just out of respect, probably just backed temporarily due to that disconnection. I think just they're still going to push now. They're not going to not play the game, but I think just in that moment they allowed Enru to get back up. I think they probably could have stopped him. So there's a little bit of respect shown there from Execration just for the unfortunate disconnect from the side of Neon. But we're back into it again now.
bottom tower
The
has
Neon, they still have a strong ability to fight here. With the Aghanim Scepter on Bristle, they're going to show him in the lane. Maybe try and bait. And you can see the arrows are drawn. They're saying, let's go all the way around. You know, this is a patience from Zhao move right here, up the river. But they might just get caught in the triangle. Bob blinks across. The smoke is going to dispel. They know they're here. Play hard, going in. Exorcism is popped, and the Bristleback's going to try and connect. Hook comes through. They're trying to get the lockdown. There's a huge back wall onto 3 with the Mortimer's Kisses coming through. The Tombstone's down, but the lockdown's onto the Visage as well. Quap still in the middle of the fight. She's blinked away. Silence not through fast enough, but Silence onto Necrophos. Needs to get the heals off. Needs to be able to get the Reaper if he can. Shank's trying to do enough with the Unleash. The Reaper comes through onto the Death Prophet. Will get the kill, and Palos will heal up from that. Bob blinking in. Oh, and there's a disconnect. Gee. Oh, the lag is there. Oh, dear. Wait, restart PC. There's lag. I believe hang is lag. I'm gonna go ahead and translate that myself. My goodness. What were you just saying, Dante Garland, about you dislike this part of the game because one team has a 99% chance of winning, but you still need to play for 15 to 20 more minutes? I mean, that shows that Neon have the team fight to put it together with this level 4 vacuum. It's only a level 1 Wooler replica at the moment. That'll only get stronger and stronger. They have the team fight. BKBs are not yet out on Execration. The Marcy is close, only 800 gold away. Visage is unlikely to get a BKB. Has the AC, going for the shard, trying to save himself in that situation. Quap, not even queuing up the BKB yet either. Going for the Shiva's Guard, and Undying, yeah, he's nowhere. Probably not even thinking about going a BKB at the moment. Necro, BKB always feels very bad. So there's going to be a timing in this game, if they don't get BKBs on all their cores on Execration, that Neon can actually fight back strongly here. Actually use this pause to have a look at the neutral items. So Bob has the Growbow, pretty good on the Queen of Pain. Ring of Aquila, just more auras. Patino on the Visage. Shanks. Pause, more like snores. Oh, Yeti 7. Shanks has the Dagger of Restool, so really good on the Marcy to have that bonus damage. 40 attack or 40 extra damage for the just consuming 100 health. He'll easily heal that back up with the sidekick. And Palace with the increased magic damage and magic resistance. Fortune Soul, auras, actually similar neutral items. And Rue has a Dragon Scale. Not really the item you probably want on the dark sit, but certainly with a little bit of regen will help sustain. It's Vodka, you're off. Yeah, thanks for dropping in, mate, and have a wonderful day. I believe you're not working today, so I hope you enjoy your day, and I'll see you around. Tomorrow, Hype T1, it's Vodka. I hope you see you there for that. T1 versus Talon, and then the lower bracket semi-final as well. So we still have tomorrow and Saturday of SEA qualifiers, and then that will be it. 15 straight days of casting Dota 2 qualifiers will be done for me on Saturday. I'll be at work, but in the quiet gym. Okay. Have a great day, it's Vodka. Hope it's a chill day so you can watch. Or maybe I'll see you back in. Maybe I'll see you back in. This certainly, I think, is going to be an exciting series. Execration, I think, have the advantage, but it's not clear-cut. Not clear-cut, as that team fight shows. Just looking at what's going to possibly happen here. There is a vacuum in 3. Fortune Soul is reasonably healthy. No Reaper. He might just turn around here. He's got that 8 stacks up. Lots of damage. I think they kill the Quap once really easily. If they throw the Iron Shell on Fortune Soul with a Surge, maybe Surge himself, Iron Shell the Fortune Soul, Bristleback, they might be able to turn here. Not sure Palos can actually survive through it. Comeback incoming. Well, you know, I think they have strong team fight, and as we've just, they can't connect. Oh, to VMix. Okay. Execration having issues now as well. There's something going wrong with the internet in Southeast Asia today. Thank goodness it's not me. We can clearly see the pause. We've got crystal clear vision of the pause right now. What's going to look at around the map? Vision is pretty good for Execration. They've got a high ground ward and on the river. For the side of The side of Neon, their vision is very limited. In fact, do they have even anything? They have an obs up here. It looks like we're ready to go. Okay, getting back into the game. We're going to go. Let's see if Neon try to turn around this. I mean, Fortune Soul's in a pretty good situation. Actually has an Iron Shell on himself, so maybe just Iron Shell on Enru. Pretty survival with the Vanguard Pipe, plus the Dragon Scale. Dagger is up. Heartstopper's ticking. Heartstopper might be the only concern here for Fortune Soul. Go. Do we see a go? Ready? Go. Okay. Normally this would be where the... This is the part where the unpause happens. Wait.
Tell me someone saw
Wait. Wait.
Ладно, смотрим дальше.
Alice says, wait. Does the player decide to go on a Macca's run? Maybe. Possibly. They just had an itching for, you know, some nuggies. I mean, you love to see some nuggies at the Macca's. Bit of soft serve ice cream. Not really keen on the burgers at Macca's. Not really keen at burgers from fast food places in general. If we're being honest, burgers are not at all. If I'm gonna buy a burger, I'll buy it from like a restaurant or like cafe, or pub. You know, you get a pub burger. They're nice. They're nice. You get a good burger, but not from fast food. No. Tell you what, talk about fast food. Do you guys have wherever you are in the world? Do you have GYG? GYG is my favorite fast food joint. Don't diss my cheeseburger boy. Oh no, it's disgusting. GYG is outstanding. I could eat GYG every day. Oh, it's so good. I mean, I could eat KFC every day, but that would be... I'd die in about 6 months. I'm pretty sure. But GYG... Oh. It's just the go. It is the go. So I think they said they're fixing vMix. Let's get a close-up. I'm afraid to do this because of my time. Let's get a little close-up view. We'll click back. Yeah, okay. Okay, so a Dark's here. Looking to... try and run away in the river here. There's a scream of pain actually coming out, about to hit him. That's the scream right there. That is a literal scream. That is a scream in physical form. If you can imagine it, a scream in physical form. There it is. You know, there's the dagger. That's the dagger in his back, by the way. That's Queen of Pain's dagger. Straight. I reckon that in itself would probably just kill you. Bearing nothing else. Look at the size of that thing. That thing's sticking right in you. You don't need more than a band-aid to deal with that one. Where's the bristleback? Oh, look at this disgusting fellow. Look at him. He's just all filth. He's all filth. He's a bit muscly. Yeah, I think he skipped leg day. Let's check out the legs. I think he skipped leg day. I mean, arms hasn't skipped arm day, but leg day. A little bit concerned by what I'm seeing here. Lacking the arms. Oh, Queen of Pain is got goo. She's got goo all over her. Look at that disgusting goo. Bristleback just vomiting all over her. Oh, it's filthy. That's not good at all. That can't be held. Look, she's just bent over backwards. Just recoiling in disgust in the goo that's being thrown her way. At the Necro. What's Necro doing? Necro is just, I don't know, he's got some sort of ghost form occurring. Oh, he 4-staffed down the low ground? He 4-staffed down the low ground? Maybe. Ready? Oh, hang on. Ready? Maybe? Yeah. Yeah, I can't offer the translation, but I think he just 4-staffed down the low ground. Tetra Etcetra's legs also missed leg day. Yeah, let's just examine that again. Is this what Tetra Etcetra's legs look like? Let's just see. I don't see any definition there at all. It is just, I mean, they look like my legs. There's nothing there. In terms of the, yeah, 100% little Yeti, absolutely. I mean, the pectorals are here. We see the pectorals, and I mean, this is a decent smile. You know, not the sort of smile you put on your school photos, but you know, it's okay. It might manage for you know, the back row in a wedding. Whoa, we're into it. And with Bob going forward, Fortune Soul will just TP out and try and leave Enru behind. Do they have the spurt stun? Yes, they do. And the Dark Set will go down. So after that extended pause, Neon put together quite a strong team fight. Did take down 3. Didn't force out the Aegis, so we'll just explain. Actually, in the top lane, they found Fortune Soul. Palace is in with the slow from the Ghost Round. They're just clicking him down. He doesn't have enough sustain. And that Spirit Vessel, that percentage-based damage, just a little bit too much. 4% of the current health per second. Very, very effective. So even though Fortune Soul survived the team fight, actually dies in the top lane, he TP's up to do a little farming. Bob did not allow that. Neither did Palos. They said, no, 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 sir. You cannot go up to that top lane at all. So items coming out for C. He does have the Glimmer. So try and protect that Bristle or the Death Prophet. Death Prophet needs to survive. She's going for the BKB now, yeah. So changing potentially what she was going to go for. No, was it the Quap that had the Shiva's Guard queued up? No, Quap had Shiva's Guard as well, and she's going for BKB. So Bob recognizing that with the team fight that Neon showed there, that they do actually have enough to threaten the side of Execration at the moment. And they do need BKBs if they want to be able to stand in the middle of this fight. Marcy, 250 gold away. So the next fight, assuming those BKBs are online, at least for 2 of the heroes of Execration, will look a lot better for them. And the magic damage coming out from the Mortimer's Kisses won't have that much of an effect. That's the moment that Fortune Soul needs to be able to come online a little bit more, but he's just not going to be there. He might have a BKB himself. Working towards face boots, actually, going back for them. The Haste Rune on Bob, moving forward. We'll scout out Enru here. Uses the vacuum and blinks in with the silence from the blink and the shard, and the Reaper comes through and cuts him in twain. Palos says, yoink, yoink, yoink. That's 5 stacks now, and it's at level 3. Let's read it. So that is 18 HP regen and 9 mana regen permanently. Permanently. Should be more than that, right? 6 HP regen per kill. There's 5 kills. 5 6s are 30. Unless it doesn't build up from previous levels. Maybe you only get it at the level that it's at. Actually, I might have just learned something here. Huh. No, it doesn't say that, doesn't. That should be more than that. Maybe it's the level that you use the Reaper at is what you get. It doesn't sort of retroactively improve. Either way, 4-man smoke coming out from Neon. Play hard, leading the way, has actually no charges on the urn, so that one always hurts. Trying to build towards that Spirit Vessel. Does have the hook. It's run out of the high ground, but his team's not really here. Catches the birds, but Tino is already too far away. The rest of the team, smoke sort of doesn't connect in time. Maybe if they'd had Enru with the Surge on that Clockwork, they could have got on top of this Visage, but they still continue with the smoke. Surge onto Fortune Soul. He's level 18 and a BKB, and into the tower they go. Thought you might just try and kill that tier 1 there. Hit it a couple of times, but won't commit for the time being. And we'll just back up and keep farming. Reality is here for Neon. You know, the longer this game goes, the more this Bristleback gets online and the Death Prophet gets more survivable, they might actually be able to start turning it. At the moment, though, the issue is they're just getting a little bit too far behind. If they could sort of stem the bleeding, just let this net worth graph just start to level out, they might actually have a chance to not just get overwhelmed in item advantage from Execration. But at the moment, that's what they're at the threat of. with their team fight, it is possible. Remember, Visage has a timing. Undying has a timing. Undying is starting to fall off. He only gets super strong again once he gets those late game talents. You know, level 20, Tombstone on Death, level 25, Reincarnation, 300-second cooldown. Starts to get those other abilities.
Hey, how you doing?
Little Yeti. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing pretty fine. How are you today? And Rue has the pipe and the crimson, going for the shard next. It's a shard surge upgrade. Leaves a trail, damage per second on it. It's not bad, it's not bad. Decent for a bristleback who's going to be running around in the fights, and maybe a clockwork as well. Once you get the blink, I think the Aghanim Scepter is pretty decent as well. Getting that normal punch, getting an extra bonus. But I mean, who do you want to punch here? Maybe just the Quap. Otherwise, not really like a Luna. No, the Aghanim Scepter is probably not that good at all, come to think of it. Might just be sort of the blink refresher build. Try and get those minus 40-second Wall of Replica. That might be the way to go. 5-man smoke. Yeah, the Aghanim Scepter is just not very much value at all. He's going to break it on the high ground though. Bob can blink away, or he wants to hold his ground a moment. Hook does miss. Over on a Palos, but silence is there. Fortune Salt leading in. Spirit Vessel coming out. 4-stuff up the high ground, so he is just delaying. Tombstone popped on the high ground, and the Sonic Wave catches too. See, he does live a little bit longer. Bob blinking forward with the BKB onto Enru. There's the surge coming out. Reaper catches onto one. Doesn't quite get the stack from it though. In the top lane, push is coming in. Necro, Spirit Vessel out again. Alos, he's just holding this high ground. The birds are doing the damage. And as they move towards this mid lane, nothing is really going to slow them down for the time being. And this is their timing they wanted. They wanted to be able to get onto the high ground with these birds. Look at the damage. They just can't stop it. Fortune Souls can't really do enough. And they go onto the third racks. They're looking for Megas. Palos, he's just standing up on the front line. He is the tank. Bob will eventually blink away. The birds, will they make it out? Stacks are building. The damage reduction is gone. Gravekeeper's cloaks are still active. You would like to get them out. There is no resummon. So if you get these birds out, that would be really, really good for them. And with Palos just body blocking for those birds, they will make it out.
Breathe it in.
So, was once again a wonderful fight for Execration. They take 2 racks and really punish Neon in that situation. And straight into Rosh. I'm not sure they want to do this straight away. Reaper is available, but they are lacking resummons. Sonic Wave in 20. Tombstone is there, but no Flesh Golem. Palos still just trying to be that front line with the BKB. He actually did go back for it. Up onto the high ground. Bob's there. He's popped out the BKB, but the hook comes out to disrupt. And Shanks, he's in with the BK as well, with the Unleash, and Rue might be in trouble. Big vacuum wall on 3, but the Reaper comes out and takes him down. Exorcism is running. He's trying to get something done. Avatar mod with Fortune Soul giving the support. They're chasing down Tino, but down comes the Rock Stun. Shanks is in the middle. Silence catches the Marcy. Won't be able to get through. Bristle is still running through. Look at all the goo. It's building up. The damage is starting to get there, but it's too much. The Heartstopper onto Bristleback, and Avatar mod's left alone, and it's a celebratory Sonic Wave as Bob celebrates the win. GG's are called. Neon giving up game 1. And it will be moving into game 2 with Execration leading 1-0.